Hey everyone! So today is gonna be an interesting video because I have officially finished my sophomore year of college and I am excited because this year has been bad. I wanted to just talk about it, especially going into college next school year with everything going on. I hope you all are well and safe and staying indoors. But you know, we're not gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about why my sophomore year was terrible. I asked on Instagram what questions did you all have for me, and I only got 3 questions. So I kind of want to maybe answer those after I talk about everything, how my sophomore year went, because it wasn't really like a ton of questions. So we'll just answer those at the end of the video. It's been a while since I've done like a taco talk. If you've been with me for a long time, you know how I used to do taco talks and just talk about stuff people don't really talk about. And that's kind of what this is, just like a little sit down chit chat. I have so much energy all of a sudden, so we're just gonna chat. And happy Friday. It is May 1st. That means it's a month and a day until my birthday. I'm a Gemini. Hopefully you don't click out of this video because of that, but it's just funny because in high school, my sophomore year was insane, and this year it's been a little crazy. If you don't know, I go to Virginia Commonwealth University. I'll link all my little college videos. I live on campus in like an apartment style residence hall. So I live with like 3 other people and I didn't really know them going into this year. I met them like once freshman year before we were gonna like live together. So that was just like, okay, yeah, I have my own room. Like, I'm excited, blah, blah, blah. Nothing against them, but I have to have my own space. Like, there's no other way to describe it except I cannot live with people. I just can't. And I know that sounds like terrible, but I really cannot. Like, I have to have like my own space. I like things a very particular way. I hate when people like joke about like, oh, OCD. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Like, I'm a perfectionist because I am about certain things. Like, it has to be, even if it's like slightly off, I'm like, no. I would rather just live by myself. And like next year I'm gonna live in the same room that I did this year. But like senior year, I'm hoping I can either live off campus or like that's really the only option. Also, I wanted to be an RA for next year because I'll be a junior this coming school year. That fell through because my GPA from first semester of this year was garbage, hot garbage. This whole school year has been hot garbage. So okay, we'll start from the beginning in August. So I was like, yeah, this is great. I used to be a biology major and a psychology minor. I was on the pre-dentistry track. I always wanted to be a dentist ever since I was little. And then that switched to biology and psychology double major because I like overwhelming myself. Once I was doing really poorly in chemistry, I was like, you know, maybe I should reconsider things. I can always go back to dental school later in life after I'm more seasoned. I'm like, okay, I didn't really want to do that, but you know, people say don't plan your life because it doesn't go according to plan, and I see that. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I have to plan every single breath I take, but when things don't go right, I just crumble. As of now, I'm a psychology major and a biology minor, and now I'm considering doing forensic biology or just forensics in general. I'm hoping to work for the FBI and then go back to dental school and be a forensic odontologist. That's my official like dream in life. That's all I want to be, but you know, I kind of gotta take a little back way, a little scenic route to become a forensic odontologist. So yes, that's just a little preface of like what I am. In August, I had my first like boyfriend, I would say. Anyway, yes, that was like the first like problem. Like, if I'm interested in something, I'm 10,000% interested in it, not just like, oh, like I'm 56% interested in it. That's what happened. And my grades were just, I mean, my grades are already like not that good anyway. Being completely honest, it was like a really big distraction. And I was like, oh no, I'm not one of those people that gets distracted by people, but it happened. So I was like, well, I guess I was lying to myself. So yeah, that's like the first like terrible thing. And then like it just ended like randomly and badly. It's confusing, but also I don't care that much anymore. I'm like, it's in the past. This was like a long time ago now. So yeah, it was just like, okay, well, okay, actually that's a lie. I'm like being all nonchalant. No, when it happened, I was devastated. I was like, what, I like this person so much, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that did like crush me, and probably like also took a hit to my grades and whatever. You know, like all the YouTubers, like when you're a kid, they're like, don't let people like distract you from your grades and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I'm not. And then I'm like, and because I was just like living with people I didn't really know, I didn't really feel that comfortable. And it's like, they were all friends before meeting me. So I was just like the fourth person, just kind of like, I'm living here. I am really outgoing, but I'm also like, when I'm in my home, I'm silent and I'm like, let me watch my videos, let me just sit in my room. Different like ways we were in the apartment and stuff, and like I said, nothing like against them, but I was just like, I feel like I need to live alone because that's where I do the best, is just like by myself. Even though I am an ENFJ, so it's like I'm extroverted, but I'm also a Gemini, so it's like extroverted, introverted. Also during that time, I flew for the first time going to a conference, and like I was saying, like this school year has been like hot garbage, but it's also been good. I've met a lot of cool people because I was on the executive board for one of the organizations in our school. Actually, like that was also kind of a hot mess, but I met some good people out of it, and I got a lot of experience as a leader. And I feel like my leadership skills have developed more because I am in a leadership program at school. But just to say the least, I'm glad I'm not doing it again next year. I'll just say that. Yeah, it just took a lot out of me. I also went to like the Brockhampton concert with two of my best friends, also from that organization. Shout out to Victoria and Jasmine. So yeah, we saw Brockhampton. It was amazing. Also after that, I saw Omar Apollo with my dad. That semester was so hard mentally because like I was saying, with the whole like first, I don't even want to call it a relationship, my first like interest in someone. I'm like, oh, I have a crush on this person, I like this person, blah, 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 blah. But it wasn't like serious, and that one was the only one where I was like, wow, I really like this person. Yes, I was applying to be an RA, but because of my terrible GPA that semester, I got rejected, and I thought because of like my leadership and everything, it would make up for it, but they have the GPA requirement, so I got rejected. And I was like, are you kidding me? So like all of like the jobs and stuff I was trying to apply for, just like they were like, no, because of my GPA. So like I said, if anything at all, try and keep your GPA up, because once you like ruin your GPA, then it's like done. And then second semester, that's when I was like, okay, just a few more months, and then it's summer, woo. For my leadership program, we have to do like a pathway. So I was like, oh, I want to do like research or an internship because that'll look good in dental school too. And that's when I really considered like, maybe I need to go into like forensics instead of dentistry. So that's when I like officially changed to like double major and stuff at the beginning of this semester. That's when I did all of that, and I was like, oh, I'll be fine with this. But it's like insane trying to double major, especially when you're already like kind of behind. Chemistry killed me, absolutely, because I had a really good chem professor last semester, and he made it so like we understood it and stuff. And then this semester, it's just like a no-go. Yeah, so that's the second time I had to withdraw from chem. So after that, I was like, you know, maybe don't do chem anymore, because I was bad in high school, I'm bad now. So I was like, there's a common denominator here. I really started getting like more like panic attacks and like anxiety attacks because I was so overwhelmed. Yeah, like last semester and this semester, because I was taking like physics, chem, bio, psych, all this stuff. So I was like, I can't breathe, like it's so much at once. So yeah, probably shouldn't have done that, but I was trying to be overambitious because that's just how I am. I like to overwhelm myself. With this semester, it was only like half of January, February, and then into March. That's when spring break was, and I visited my sister who lives in Chicago. You all know her if you follow me on Instagram. It was absolutely amazing, but then I got sick while I was there. It wasn't coronavirus, thankfully, but it was just like a cold because it was so cold there, and I thought it was like gonna be warmer than that, and it wasn't. I don't think I've ever been that far north. I had to go to Target and had to go to like the Minute Clinic, pay $200 for a strep test, and she was like, it's cheaper at the hospital, but like who's gonna go to the hospital during like a pandemic, you know? So I was like, $200, like And then it came back negative, of course. I was going to be there for like the whole week and then fly back to my school. While we were there, the coronavirus like pandemic really started to like kick it up a notch. And especially being in a huge city like Chicago, I was like already freaking out because it's like a pandemic happening, and then like I'm sick on top of that, and then I have to fly home, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So thankfully we made it back. Like after like that week, we came back home, and then we went to my school to get my stuff. I did online school the second semester of my sophomore year through graduation. So I was like, oh, I know online school, like, oh, this is fine. But like my school was like meant to be online. These classes, they're just like trying to do the best they can during the circumstances. So it was a lot different, and I was like, this is all over the place. It was just like insane the amount of stuff we have to do during this time where everyone doesn't know what's going on and what's happening next. So I think that was just like, I don't know, I feel like they should have just like been a lot more lenient with us, because yeah, it's like online, blah blah blah, but I personally feel like they should have been more lenient because of the circumstances. Like nobody knew it was going to get this huge, except for if we had kind of started preparing back when it first started happening. But anyway, that is a topic for another time. Yeah, I had to withdraw from some classes, change my major a few times, but I'm really just more concerned about bringing my GPA up. Like I love psychology and I love biology, would love to still be a double major, but like I said, that was being really over ambitious, especially with like chemistry is not my strong suit. It doesn't click. We'll see if I get any research or internship. I'm thinking like maybe for the fall and stuff, that'll be better. And also I have a lot less like credits to take, so hopefully I have more time to like do more. Even though I am super involved on campus, it's just like, I don't know, that's just how I function. Like I have to be doing like 20 million things at once. That's pretty much all for this school year, I think. Eye-opening experience into my own mental health and how terrible it is. I went to counseling like a few times when I was at school and gave me like recommendations, full-time therapists to go to, but with everything, I never like went back to school, you know what I mean? So I never could like go back to them and like find out more about that. What's real, what's not real, it's all simulation anyway. So that's always like what I say. Hopefully that didn't scare you from coming to college, but at the same time, if I was any way, shape, or form talented, I probably would not be in school. Just being completely honest. If I had even an ounce of talent in something, I probably wouldn't be in school, because low-key it's not worth it, because you have to like go to school and then like get a master's and everything else to even like be competitive nowadays. So it's just like, if I had just one little ounce of talent or could do something or could start a brand, which I know anybody can do anything they put their mind to, even though there is systemic racism and oppression, things are in place to keep people down. But if I had even an ounce of talent, like I said, hopefully I didn't scare anybody from going to college, going into your sophomore year. That's probably just because mine kind of started off rocky and it never truly recovered. Junior year is gonna be better. 2020 is my year. We can only go up from here, right? Now I'll like answer the questions, because hopefully that gave a lot of insight into my year and how important mental health is. So if you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. My DMs are open on Instagram, and just like actual like registered help. So therapists, they have them online now. They have like the suicide hotline number. They have all these different like sexual assault numbers, self-harm numbers if you need someone to talk to, because I am not like a licensed anything. I am a college student struggling to get by. You know, you could also just take my advice with a grain of salt, because this could be different for everyone. But I'm just giving my experience. Yes. So I of course read this question all wrong, so I'm doing a voiceover of my answer rather than including the clip of me answering it. This is my friend Sophia, shout out to her. So this is her question, and I would say that this is a funny question, but I would say, because I have Skaterman problems all the time. But anyway, my height is like 5'10" to 6'1", you know, the ones that are like skin and bones, you know? That's ideal. I act like I don't have this like planned out, but like I say long hair, but long hair isn't like a determining factor. Honestly, someone that can dress and like talk about clothes and stuff too, because I love clothes so much, so that's important to me. Just like dresses like a typical like skater man, you know, like with the kind of baggy shirts and then like the Dickies or whatever. So love that. And then the pedo stash part, I know people get so confused whenever I say that, but it's just like when the mustache isn't like just stubble, but it's like not a full-on mustache either. You know what I'm saying? All right. So hopefully that answered your questions. I thought I had secured one, but I didn't. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's really not fine, but okay, I'm talking too much. Goodbye. My other friend asked, what is the social life like on campus? So I do not have one. Like I said, I know a lot of people on campus and stuff, but like I never got invited to anything, and if I did, I kind of bailed. So there's not really anybody I can blame except myself for being just a tad bit flaky. Like, I am an honest person, I say the 100% truth, but I am just like a teensy tiny bit flaky, because like I said, one time I'm in my room, I don't want to go again. I'm like, no, I'm here now. I was supposed to go out on Halloween with like 2 of my suite mates, but then I had the news that our boxer Roxy passed away. So I was actually in a meeting earlier, and then when my mom called and told me that, I like bawled in my room. I was like, I'm not going out. Like, I even bought like a costume for Halloween and stuff, but I was like, I'm not going out. So like I just didn't, and like I said, once I got back, I kind of didn't want to leave again. And I've just never been like a going out kind of person, and like the older I get, I kind of feel like it's a little bit lame that I've never like smoked, drank, partied, but then at the same time I'm like, that's just not my scene. I know what my scenes are, and that's not it. Most you will ever see me is like raging at a concert, and that's what I did at the Brockhampton concert. Totally sober, totally drug-free. I just matched energies, and the energy they were giving me was the energy I was giving them. I feel like I'm like Dr. Phil. I just feel like I'm not a drinker or drug doer kind of person. Like, I just don't see like the fun in it. And because I'm, like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I have to be in control of everything, all of my movements, everything. Even though what you're wearing, how you are, shouldn't determine how people treat you. We all know in this patriarchal society, it's not right, but it happens a lot, and I'm just like very paranoid anyway. Campus life at VCU in general, it's really cool because like we're in the city, so you can go to a lot of different things, and it's really fun. Speaking of social life, one of my friends that I made on Depop through the ambassador program, she's like my best friend ever. We met because she lives like kind of close to where I go to school, so we finally met up one day after following each other on Instagram for like almost 2 years or something, and it was so fun. Shout out to Emily. We like thrifted, and she was in my video. Yes, I'll link that. The last question was from one of my friends at VCU. He was asking, have I ever partied or done anything illegal? No, I have not, because like I was saying, I am just not really a partier kind of person, and like I said, people don't invite me to things, which kind of like that also I think is what kind of made me even more sad like at school and stuff, because it's like I know so many people, but then I don't hang out with them. And that's also because I was always busy, always doing homework. It was like taking a toll on me, because like I never did anything with people. I guess that's why people didn't really like invite me places either, because they knew that like I kind of just don't do things. I don't know, that's also like kind of what made me sad. It's like I had acquaintances and stuff, but like nobody to actually hang out with. So I don't know, it just kind of, that got to me too. Honestly, my interests are clothes, tattoos, and concerts. And I have 2 tattoos right now. I'm hoping to get like 2 more once quarantine is lifted, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's just never really like excited me any. I'm not one of those people that will take care of like drunk people or whatever. I mean, like depending on the circumstances, like if there's like a predatory man trying to like take advantage of somebody, then yes, I will like say something or whatever if my life is not at risk. But just like people wilding out, I'll be like, can you like move out of the way? This has been a long video. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to my camera in forever. And I know like all my videos have been on my phone, but that's because I didn't realize I would be gone for this long. Gotta do with what we had. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it just gave some insight, and I can look back on it and be like, oh wow, that was me when I was 19 and going through it. Honestly, this quarantine has like gave me time to be with myself and my emotions and feelings and mental health, and hopefully I can grow from it, and I hope you all can too. Hopefully we can just grow and be better humans from all of this that's going on. So yes, take care, be safe, try not to go outside and be around people. I know people are already hanging out with people and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? But thankfully, I don't have any friends at home or at school. No, I'm just kidding. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!